Friends of the social and the night, since this is a nighttime video, even though you will see it as always at 7 in the morning, like every morning. So subscribe to the channel because there are always interesting insights. What are we talking about today? Today is an important topic. Vices and passions. I already told you that I opened this channel to have a chat because I enjoy it. Obviously, I don't teach anything to anyone. We talk as if we were among friends, right? Above all, I am interested in talking to young guys who will grow up, because I imagine in my mind one day my son might say, let's see who that fool of my father was. Maybe he will start watching all my videos, which will remain. So, as my son might see it in the future, maybe other children of other people will watch it too, right? So, if you are a young guy, take it as a point of reflection. After all, we will probably never know each other. So just reflect on your own. Because remember that everything must always start from your mind. So listen to everyone's insights and then use your own mind to figure out what is best for you. If you are a parent, take it as a point of reference, maybe for yourself or for a future child, or if you already have one. Having said this preview, well, let's move on. Vices and passions. So I want to talk about 4 main and fundamental vices that can bring you a lot of joy, but they can also ruin your life. So, especially for young people who are approaching, these are 4 things that need to be taken with caution. They can be great passions that give you a lot of pleasure and make you feel good. In the end, guys, we have one life. It's not like we have 2. What do you say, I spend one well and I spend one poorly? We have one, let's enjoy it. If I had 2, I would enjoy both, but if someone wants to spend one poorly, the problem is theirs because you have it, enjoy it, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, it's better to enjoy them all and well, but everyone thinks as they wish. Let's talk about the first vice, perhaps the most beautiful. Indeed, in my opinion, the most beautiful. Women. Let's be clear. Women. I'm not talking about men. If there are any women listening to me, because for men the discussion is a bit different, in the sense that for women, men are a different discussion. And for men are still a different discussion. So let's talk about men and women. Women are a vice that can lead you to ruin. Usually, what leads you to ruin is not many women, but one woman. If you think about it, it's easier for one woman who makes you lose your mind to lead you to ruin rather than many women. Because with many women, in the end, you give them little importance. Consequently, it's hard for them to lead you to ruin. Then, of course, if you spend your entire salary on girls, the problem is really yours, not the women. What I'm saying is to be careful, and especially a trick to avoid falling into these situations. When you are young, you think that the woman in your life is the first one you meet, who gives you your first love. Oh, that is the woman of your life. You will always stay with her. People do crazy things. People run away from home. People do things. They don't understand at that age. They don't realize they are doing one of those stupid things. But those are the kinds of stupid things you will regret for your whole life. Stay calm. It's the first love. Stay calm. Things change over time. Trust me. After 5 years, 10 years, she will be the one for life. I feel it in my heart, in my chest. Stay calm. Stay calm. Maybe yes, Maybe yes, I'm not saying no. My parents have been together forever. They even work together. But calm down. Don't do anything crazy. Don't run away. Getting married in a school. That kind of thing. Stay calm, stay calm. Don't run away. Don't worry. If the love is that strong, it won't run away. Don't worry, because over time, situations change. Trust someone older than you. Situations change. So what did I want to tell you? At the beginning, everyone is usually pure, chaste, super in love and so on, then what happens? That things change. You reach 40 years old married. This especially happens to women. You reach 40 years old married where you have never had fun because you have always been in a relationship, faithful, sincere, in love, etc. Then you reach 40 years old and find yourself less in love. And what do? You want to do all those things you haven't done. And it happens that you want to do all those things you haven't done. So then what do? Divorces, separations, children that you see 2 days a week. So, to avoid doing all this, then maybe it doesn't happen to you, that's fine, you stay with her. White dress, that's fine. You wear a white one, that's fine. But to avoid all of this, if you really have to, try to have fun and do, which I recommend. Because even to choose the woman of your life, if you have only had her, what standard of comparison do you have? You have only had her. You have no standard of comparison. You can't know if she is the best of your life. No, but I feel it. I understand. When you are young, have fun. Have some experiences. Travel. Maybe try some foreign girls. Some Italians. Try a few things, right? Try. See how you feel. So that then, when it comes time to choose the woman of your life, you have the opportunity to say, okay, wait a moment, I want her like this. I mean, you have some standards of comparison, not that you have only had her. Better to do it before than after. After, when you are married, that's it. Once you get married, it's not that you get married and then go off to women, to girls here and there. I mean, do it before, right? Do it before. Then, once you are married, you have kids. Then you might have an affair. Don't take risks. First thing, don't take risks. Don't risk jeopardizing the marriage for an affair, okay? It's not that I'm here to be a pure Castro. I have many friends I know who might have had an affair. But the first thing I always tell my friends is not to say, no, you shouldn't have done it. You'll end up in hell. What do you say to them? Okay, you did it. Close that chapter. Don't risk your marriage. Stay. Stay. You did it, that's it. Close that chapter. Forget it. As Tiziano Ferrari says, forget. Move on. So regarding the vice or passion for women, especially when you are young, take advantage of it. Because here we are constrained by the Catholic Church that imposes many things on us, but it's not like that abroad. Sex fundamentally is a game. It's fun. So why deny yourself here? Because the church imposes these things on us. Like if you masturbate, you'll go blind. All this nonsense. This crazy stuff, right? Sex is fun. Enjoy it when you're young. Then, once you have serious relationships, be serious. Okay? As for ruin money, ladies, young women, personally paid ones, don't give me any joy, to be honest. Then yes, you can hook up, that's fine, but for them, it's a job. I mean, for them, it's a job. You can tell that for them, it's a job. I don't know what pleasure it can give you. So I can understand trying it once, twice, going out with friends, doing something you usually haven't done alone. But if you spend all your money on girls who do it for a living, that's just a bit stupid, right? Then, oh, it's not like millions are going away, huh? Do you want to go once a month instead of going out to dinner? Oh, if you like it, go. If you don't have a family. If you like it, go. But even if you have a family, at least it's without risk. Go, pay, zero problems, and goodbye. If we really want to say it all, that's it. And this is what concerns the topic of women. Today the video is long, guys, because it's a serious discussion, and I want it to be understood well. The topic of women. Now let's move on to the more complicated discussion. Gambling. Let's start with that. Because then the other two I probably think differently than many. So gambling. Bets. Roulette. Casino. Slot machines. What I have rated. So, I am someone quite practical, and I didn't throw away money randomly. There was a time when I liked going to the casino. I went with my friend Osimo. We also went to San Remo. Every year we went to San Remo because he was at home in San Bartolomeo. We went here to Switzerland. I believed we went to Switzerland every week, etc. I liked it. I went there, I played. I never played too much. I always went with a budget, and that was it. It's not that I was losing. It's not that I lose. No, I have to recover, and I play triple, which is even worse. When you go to play, if you like to play, set yourself a budget, I don't know, 200 euros. When that runs out, you have to know how to accept defeat. So, if you like to play, you have to know how to accept defeat. And if not, you have to know that if that money is already lost. Because, guys, the house always wins. Remember that. The house always wins. Especially the slot machines, for those who don't know. By law, they return, I don't remember if it's approximately 60 or 55% of what was played by law. It's not random. The machine is set to return roughly 55-60% of what was played also. So it's certain that the machine wins, especially if you always stick to the same machine. It's mathematics. If the machine is set up that way, then it's not a matter of chance. I can understand. You go to the casino, play at different tables, there it's chance. But the slot machine is calibrated like that. If you keep playing on the slot machine every day, it's mathematics that you lose. It's not chance, it's mathematics. Then you get that stroke of luck that you won that one time. But if you keep going, it's mathematics that you lose. So, if you like to go play here and there, do it sparingly. Set a budget. Go a certain amount. And that's it. I have always liked to play with a system that is not by chance, but with a system. I go there, try my system that works. I'm happy, it often works. If it doesn't work, I've lost it. I already knew I would lose that money and that's it. Sparingly. If you always go to play, you need to understand within yourself that it's an addiction, that it's a problem, it's a problem. It's a problem. I understand that it can give you that adrenaline rush to go play. But at the end of that adrenaline, there's always a feeling of crap. Because when you lose, you always have that feeling inside you of feeling like crap. Okay, so, have you done it once? Did you understand that feeling? Enough. Enough. And if not, you're a fool, huh? Enough. Do you go to work to feel bad, to have that adrenaline, and then feel bad? Enough. If you can't do it alone, but you understand that you have a problem, get help. Get help from those who care about you. Get help. There are also specialists. No, but then they judge me because I understand. But what do you think? That they don't know or that they won't find out? Either they know or they will find out. It's just as bad if you tell them. You make a better impression. If you go and tell them, look, I have a problem. Can you help me? You make a great impression. You don't make a bad impression. You make a good impression because it means you know how to get out of it. Another thing, alcohol and drugs. These are the last two. Let's start with drugs. I have never used substances. Never, never. I'll even say more. Not even a cigarette. Never. I swear to you, never even a cigarette. Never. For that reason, I am not well suited to give suggestions on this in the sense that I have never been interested. I have always been an athlete. I liked playing soccer, so I have zero experience, really. Zero. I haven't even tried. Never, ever. Maybe nargile. Nargile, but the fruity one. The fruity one in Egypt. Sometimes. But I don't even like it. So I am not well suited to give you any advice on that. What I can tell you is, like in all things, you smoke a joint every now and then with friends to get a little high. Not always. There are limitations there, too, right? You do it once with friends. I have never liked it. Zero. But I can understand who likes it. Not me. Know that these are all things that can only harm you. Both smoking and alcohol. From the smell, yellow teeth, diseases, it can only give you problems. It can only give you problems. It doesn't do anything good for you. Only problems. So I am not well suited to give you suggestions on this because having never done it myself, I really don't care. I can give you few indications. Talking about alcohol, I also left you for last because in my life I have only gotten drunk twice. And I reiterate, drunk. Nonetheless, I returned home on my own. I got drunk once when I was in Loano at Bardoglia with B-52s. Then I had mixed drinks, etc. By the way, even there I drove to Loano. I don't remember if I was in the Mondeo. Maybe I was in the Mondeo. I was drunk. I went to someone from the group who, by the way, was someone who was there for the first time, maybe the second, who, by the way, was dating Jay, who later became my girlfriend for 4 years. I hadn't done anything, but he was with her. He was seeing her. I don't know why, because he was also ugly, but that's a separate discussion. The fact is that I went to this guy whom I had met. I must have talked to him 3 times. I had known him for 2 days, and I said, "Look, I'm drunk. Can you take me home?" And I gave him the keys. By the way, he even said no to me. He said no to me. He said no. Why? What am I going to do? Screw the sound, I remember. What did I do? I went on foot. I walked home. I left the car in the parking lot where I had parked it. I walked home. I was in Borghetta where there were taxis, things like that. Uber didn't even exist. I walked home because I was drunk. I walked home. And I was so drunk that I walked home on my own legs. And I vomited at home. Not even outside. I vomited at home. I didn't vomit outside either. So I was drunk. More between tipsy and drunk. No, I was drunk, but just a little past tipsy. Really calm. And the second time instead I got drunk in Gallipoli with tea, peach, vodka. There I got sick and vomited in the car. A mess. But I was driving. I was in the back. I vomited in the car. My friends left me in the car with the vomit there and went to the club, and they left me there. It was a terrible night. Anyway, aside from my personal matters, which may interest you little, regarding the alcohol discussion, if you have a drink until tipsy, once in a while, not that you drink every day. If you drink every day, you're sick. If you drink every day, it's a problem. I'm not talking about a glass, okay? Obviously. If you have 5 beers a day, you're sick. There's a problem. If you have a beer, nothing happens, right? A beer. But even when you get drunk and reach a tipsy state, you've achieved your goal. Once you're tipsy, you've removed your inhibitions, you're having fun. Why go further? What happens if you go further? You feel bad. You feel bad, you harm yourself physically, you spend money, you risk your life. For what? For what? For what? Remember that everything you've done in your life, if you make a mistake once, risking your life, it's over. The fun is over. Then you don't drink anymore. You don't have fun anymore. There's no need for anything. So do it sparingly, holy God. Also because this way you guarantee yourself the chance to have fun another time. I am not a lover of alcohol. And I have never drunk much. Especially, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive, holy God. I drive every day, every evening. But do you know how many times, every Saturday night, young people die drunk? Every single Saturday night or Friday night. Can you really throw your life away for such a stupid thing? It's really stupid. It's really stupid. In fact, my son still doesn't go out. When he does go out, especially at first, I'll accompany him. I'll try to stay close. Because really, throwing away your life for this stuff is truly immense stupidity. There are many things you can do to have fun in your life. At least don't drive. At least. Well, I was a bit of a good Samaritan. Maybe I bored you. I don't know. I hope I was more helpful than anything else. And I hope that one day my son will watch this video and that he will listen to me. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like. Let me know what you think about your experiences. I don't want to be the good Samaritan, you know. I also did my things, my break on tour, my girls. I went to play at the casino, etc. It's nice to do it if you can then tell the story and if you do it up to a certain point. Otherwise, there's really nothing beautiful about it.